Hi everyone, it's Hamil Patel. Hope you're doing great, and welcome to another one of my videos. This one is going to be talking about Facebook Pixels. I've been having a lot of questions about Facebook Pixels lately and thought I'd make a video for the group to address some of the questions and really talk to you about why it's so important. I cannot stress, first of all, enough of how important this Facebook Pixel is. It it is basically what helps you get the right type of customers in the future. So let's make up a story. So I have a brand new website. Maybe I made it like in January or maybe 2 months ago or something. Let's just say I have a website that's about 3 months old, and on average, I'm getting 50 visitors a day from Google search from all my SEO stuff. So even though I'm not ready to advertise yet because I'm trying to save up for a budget for maybe in 2 weeks, it's extremely important to go ahead and put that Facebook pixel code onto your page, because Facebook, that pixel will start like keeping tabs on all the people who visited your website, so you can market to those people. The Facebook advertising, you can advertise to people who have no idea what your brand is about, so that's called a cold customer. And then you have people who are warm, who already know what your brand is about. They just don't know why you're so valuable or why you're important. And then the hot ones are the ones that have already know what your brand is about. They've already probably bought from you, and you can sell to them again. So the person who visited your website and you haven't advertised to yet, that's going to be a warm customer. That's going to be a really easy person to convert into an actual hot customer, continuously selling to them in the future. So you're automatically bypassing that cold customer phase by setting up the Facebook pixel and then advertising to people who visited certain parts of your page or your entire website or whatever the case is. And so I hope that scenario helped the person who had like the 50 people per day website, and maybe in 4 days he got 200 people on his pixel. He can create a campaign later on to target those 200 people who visit his website, and hopefully they're on Facebook, and he can target them on Facebook saying, hey, I noticed you visit my website, take a look at this whatever thing I have to sell. So that's a made up story again, but I hope it helped you see the importance of, even if you are not ready to advertise, that you should have the Facebook pixel on yesterday. So most of you who are watching this already do have a website, already probably do have the pixel on there, and you need to take it to the next level. So it's extremely powerful. Who is it for? It's for everybody. Everybody who has a website wants to advertise on Facebook. When should you use it? You should have been using it yesterday. And where do you put it? Here's the code. So this is the code that I grabbed from my editor. You can just come here when you're in Pixels. You're usually in Ads Manager. You'll come over here in Pixels and you'll see something like this. This is just one of my accounts, and you can see some. I just created a campaign and it's firing off. Go to Setup Pixels, copy and paste, and then you'll get a code right there, and that's what I have right here. So level 2 is basically taking this pixel and taking it to the next level. And I really wanted to show this to you on video. I did this for a few people, helping them through Skype meetings and whatnot, helping them set it up themselves. But if you make a mistake on one of these codes, let's just say you did something like that, you are going to cause a really big problem for that code. It's not going to work for you, and you'll never know what the problem is. You'll just see that your pixels are not firing off and something's going wrong. You're going to pull your hair out. So what you want to do, the benefit and the purpose of this video is to show you that you can set up different actions for your advertising needs. So again, let's say that person who had a brand new website had 50 people a day coming to the website, and later on, let's just make it up, when he's ready to advertise, he has about 5,000 people, or 5,000 people who have been saved in the pixel that he can market to, right? These people were saved under the page view code. You can see right here that I'm doing a lead campaign right here, and out of the 60 people that visited my lead campaign, 4 of them actually became leads. The other 56 did nothing. And I'll talk to you in a future video again about what do you do with those 56 people. They're not going to be wasted money. You can, of course, like I'm doing, remarket to them, because now they're a page view. I can remarket to those 56 people and say, hey, you didn't become a lead, why not? Of course, I wouldn't say that, but I can remarket to them. And you can also do exit pops. Not the purpose of this video, but I can do exit pops just to make sure that I claim them into something else. And I don't think I have the lead code there, but just something to note there. So the purpose of this video is, again, to go back to here, set up the pixel, and you'll get the code, but this is the big part right here, next. This is where I'm going to show you how helpful this pixel can be for you. So I'm going to grab this over here, and then the code right here, and I want to make sure that's fully laid out. What you can do is this page view is going to, where it says page view right here, it's the standard code. So you take this and you copy paste it. You can tell your webmaster, whoever takes care of your website, to copy and paste this onto the footer of your website for all the pages. And so every single page should have this code. And so whenever somebody visits any part of your page, they should have this code, right? So I'm going to actually make notes down here. This will be helpful. So the home page, contact page, about page. I'm just making things up right here. And then let's just say like the products page. And let's just make it up and say you only have one product and that sells for like $10. Okay, so this one should all have page views. Now you can help Facebook figure out what the best kind of customer is for you by telling it what the customer is already doing. So for example, I went down here and my campaign that I had was optimized for leads. So you can see the little term right there, it says lead. So all I did was I had a lead page, a landing page. That's what it was for. And what I did there was use the lead term. And basically on the landing page, you had to actually give your email address. So the landing page, thank you, page. Hope that makes sense while you're watching this video. So the landing page was another page view. While you're watching this, you can kind of see what I'm doing and it will all make sense to you. The landing page was also over here. The thank you page for the landing page, when people actually gave me the email address, was a lead because they took an action and now they are a lead for me. I have their email, I'm doing something with them. This is where you replace it. So now you replace that page view with lead, and now you copy paste this onto the lead thank you page, not to the landing page, which is still a page view. You copy and paste it onto the thank you page. So nobody ever really visits the thank you page unless they went through the landing page, gave their email address, and now went to the thank you page. So now they're converted as a lead and Facebook will see it as a lead, and so now they separate them, right? Let's go back here and I'll show you more examples of this stuff down here after. There are so many other things that you can do. So a lead is just like level 2. Level 1 is the page view. That's just people who visit your website. Level 2 is a lead. Level 3 is somebody who probably adds to cart. If you are selling something, whether it's a information product or if you're selling an e-commerce product, people are still going to add the product to the cart, right? So the same thing. You see that add to cart thing? That's all you're doing. Let's just say the person came back to the website after being an email member, and I told them in the email to go to my product page and go ahead and purchase it. So my $10 product is now in the cart, right? So we're at the checkout. That's add to cart. And I'm using the same exact formatting and capitalization as they have here, and that's what we want to do too. So again, copy in that, paste it there, and this code now goes to the add to cart page. So this is on the checkout page, not on the purchase page or thank you for buying page. This is on the page where they're ready to check out, but they haven't put in their credit card information or anything like that yet, right? So again, it's the same thing as add to cart, initiate checkout. It's the same process, but you can separate it. For example, some websites that I've seen have I'll make a note right here, and you can understand. The add to cart might be used for the checkout page, but it might be where they have like shipping information, and then they'll use the initiate checkout for the billing information, which is on page 2. Does that make sense? It's further down the funnel, so you might, you can use these codes for whatever you want. You can actually even use custom events, which I use for my landing pages. My landing pages are not in the page view. I actually label each landing page their own thing, so they have their own links here. But that is, advanced. We're on level 2. Stuff we're doing right here. Level 1 again was just putting the code in the first place on the website. Level 2 is doing all this stuff, and then level 3 is all this custom stuff, which I'll make for another video after you fully understand what we're doing here. So again, you have all these options here which are pre-made for you, and you can use them to your benefit. I'm trying to show you how you can use the add to cart and initiate checkout in a unique way for your process. So like, again, it's very easy to be able to sell to a person when you ask for a little bit of information at a time. So on page one, when people are ready to purchase that $10 product, you might just add to the cart and say, give me your shipping information. Where am I going to send this product to? And then on page two, once they gave out their information, you'll ask for their billing information, and that will make it easier for them to continue that process and not abandon the cart, right? So I'm going to leave this down here because this is very important to come back to. And then when they finally purchase that product, that's when you just write the word purchase. See that down there? Purchase. Copy that there. And that's it. So now you put this on the thank you page for the purchase, and this is the golden one. This is when people have finally given you money, and you want to make sure that you put this code here, because when Facebook, after about like 20 or 30 purchases a day, or like maybe 100 purchases over like a week or so of this $10 product, they're like, aha, I really know who this type of person is who purchases, and I will find more of them for you. So then you will be able to get even more qualified customers over time, because this pixel is here, and Facebook of course tracks the profiles and everything of people who click from Facebook to the opt-in page and throughout the process, and they use this right here to make sure that they're getting the footprint when people leave Facebook to come to your website. So I hope that makes sense. That's why Facebook Pixels in the first place, so they can continue to use a footprint to follow the customer's process, the visitor's process on your website by using the pixel. You can go one step further by doing this. Now this is a little advanced again, but I'm going to show you. You can see the code right here, FBQ track purchases right there. So let's say you have a few different products. You want to use the different values there, so you can kind of see, did my $10 product sell more, or did my $20 product sell more? So you see right here, it gets a little bit of confusion, but you see that little bracket closes right here. You see that right there? So you want to get the stuff that's inside of it. So you see that right there? You want to do that. You see what I just did? That is right there. So you want to get what's inside of it. This is a really big part where people will come back to me and say that, I've made, terrible mistakes and everything like that. And that's because of what you're doing. And actually, you're not putting it in here. You're actually putting it right in here. You can see that little closing bracket is right there too. So again, if you're not comfortable doing this, have your webmaster or somebody else do this for you. But this is very, very helpful too right here. So again, my product is $10, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to that. And I'm in America, so I'm going to keep US dollars. You can change it to the pound. I think this is for the Australian dollar, and whatever else you want to do. So you can change the value there, but that's the code right there for the purchase. So that's extremely important there too. If you're doing webinars and complete the webinar registration or registration to create your user account, you can do stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you can do right here. You can even do the search one, which I've actually never done before. If somebody does a search and you want to use it for that, never done that before. If you have special blog content or anything that you can do, view content. I've never really used any of these before. The ones that I use the most are lead, purchase, initiate checkout, and that's it. And then I use the custom ones, which are for the landing pages. This is pretty much all you're doing is going back here, and I'm going to go hit back, and I'm going to make this look like the basic code that it is, like right here. All you are doing is just changing that to whatever you want to. So let's just say I had that landing page and it was a $10 landing page. I would just call it 10 landing page, and that's it. And you can do that anytime you want without having to worry about this custom event. If all these parameters and everything scares you, don't think about it. Just in the event name right here where it says track, all you do is label that, the 10 page, and then put that on the $10 landing page only, and that's it. And for the $20 landing page that I made for my other product, I'll just do that and then copy that to the footer of that website, and that's it. And so what happens is later on when information starts coming, you'll start seeing information in the URLs and all that kind of stuff, domains, and see what comes of it, and you can assess the information that way. And the best part is you don't even have to really see this stuff. I don't even really come to the Facebook Pixels too often. I'll come maybe once a week, even though I manage campaigns on a daily basis. The reason that I use the events and all that stuff, that's what they call the events, is so that I can remarket to people who are on specific parts of the process. That's where the money is, okay? So here's where everyone goes. Here's where 90% of the people go. I'm going to continue doing the notes, and if you were following me in this video, you would know what I'm talking about. So 90% of my customers are on all these pages, right? Let's just say 5% went through here, and 5% went through here, and whatever people purchase, that's fine, whatever. Once, let's just say I'm selling a one-time product, and I know you don't need this ever again, so I'm not going to really care about people who purchase. So I don't really care about people who purchase. They're done with the process. But if somebody became a lead, or if somebody added the product to the cart, and it's called a cart abandoning, if they came and checked out but they never fully checked out and paid for the product, these are people that you can remarket to, creating a Facebook ad, and then you just create an audience based on that URL. Let me go ahead and I can't make one right now, just because it's going to be very different. But let's see if I can do something like that. I won't have the right type of data, but you can see in your custom audience, I can target people who were on certain parts of the page. Let me see if I can do that for you. So custom audience, cancel this. So again, it's right there. You'll see it. Website traffic, create a list of people who visited your website or specific pages. So I would click on that, and I would put in the URL and in the last 30 days or whatever, and I'd put the audience name. So for this one, if I was a add to cart, I would just put like, my url.com/add to, this is again made up, but if people came to this part and my pixel was on there, then I'm targeting people who came only to that specific page, and I'm remarketing to them saying that, hey, I know you're a customer of mine, a friend of mine, you're a lead, you've seen my website before, and you just haven't purchased a product. Is there anything wrong or something like that? I'm not really saying that you say that to them, but that's the kind of marketing you can do for them. So this Facebook pixel is very important, very powerful stuff right here. I hope this video was helpful, and I went really kind of into detail about the coding and stuff. If you're not comfortable with the coding, just share this video with your friends or your webmaster, whoever can help you with this, and I hope that this was helpful, okay? Thanks. Talk to you in another video. Take care.